Hi guys, Paul here. Today I'm going to be doing a shave with the above the tie S1 razor. That is this is the above the tie slant razor, and I'm a little bit late to the game on this one. I just recently got this a couple weeks ago, and I've been using it fairly frequently to kind of get an idea about how I like this razor, and so I can give you my thoughts on it. I originally got an above the tie razor several years ago, and I bought my first one off a Badger and Blade buy, sell, and trade section of their forum. And the first one I got was the Titan H1, which is the heavy or the most aggressive of their razor lineup. And when I first got it and I got it in my hand, one thing that is that you'll find with these razors is that the fit and finish and the way these things are made is just impeccable. They're really they are beautiful razors. They're solid, well machined, and really beautiful razors. However, the first time I used that razor, it became quite apparent that that razor was going to be a little bit too harsh for my skin. You know, that razor is kind of sneaky aggressive. When you first use it, your first pass, it feels, you know, nice and comfortable, but by the time you're done with your shave, at least for me, my face would be irritated and I would have weepers and stuff like that. And you know, I've figured out how to use it, but it really takes a really light touch for me. And I got to be really careful not to shave over and keep shaving over different areas, otherwise I'm going to get a lot of irritation with it. And quite frankly, for me, it's really not that much fun to use. I would rather use something I don't have to concentrate so much on. And you know, especially in the morning when I'm getting ready for work, I don't want to have to fool around with that razor, and I also don't want to end up with a bunch of weepers that I have to deal with before I go to work. So I really don't use that one very much. But later on I ended up getting the R1, which is the regular, and for me that one was turned out to be a great razor. I really love that razor. And then I got the M2, which is the open comb mild, and that one is awesome too. It pretty much, as far as its efficiency, is right on par with the R1. They're pretty similar in the shave quality, the comfort, and the efficiency, and both those I love. So I wasn't really, when the slants came out, I was interested. They kind of intrigued me, but you know, I had the other ones and I was happy with them, and I wasn't really, you know, looking to buy another one. But I decided to go ahead and get one, try it out. I heard a lot of good reviews from people that I respect on some of the shaving forums, that they really enjoyed this razor, especially guys that like the R1 and the M2. And so I went ahead and got it, and I have to say that my impressions over the last couple of weeks are pretty positive. I really like the way the razor shaves. It's kind of an interesting design. The base plate is sort of is slanted, as you can see there. It's thick on one side, thin on the other, same on the other side, and the base plate is sort of, you know, sort of machined in a way to kind of slant the razor. And then the head also kind of torques the razor as well. And one thing I did find is when I first got it, it is a little bit tricky to load some of the blades. I think the Kai blade did not fit down on the post that well. I had to kind of force it down there to get it to fit. The post was just a little bit bigger than the hole in the razor. And then when you set it down on there, I had to kind of push the blade into the cap and then screw it down, and you can hear the cap, you know, kind of pushing the blade up and twisting it. And so that was the only thing that was kind of odd about this. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and use it today, and I'll give you my thoughts as we go. So today I'm going to be using my Rooney Heritage 2XL brush. And for the soap, I'm going to be using the Trumper's Violet. Unfortunately, I spilled some fountain pen ink on the lid here, but take my word for it, it's a Trumper's Violet. And I've really had I have to say, overall been pretty disappointed with the Trumper soaps. I think any of you guys know me from Facebook know that I've not been shy about that. I bought the Trumper's Eucre soap, I don't know, 2 years ago, because I love the smell of the cream, and I wanted to get the soap, and I got the soap, and the stuff just wouldn't lather worth a hoot. And really disappointing that a company like Trumper's would put out a soap like that that just doesn't lather worth anything. And I know that a lot of people had problems with that soap as well. So I did like the violet cream, and somebody had told me that the violet soap lathers a little bit better, so I went ahead and got it. I was reluctant to do it, but I did it anyways. And so I'm going to go ahead and use that today. I've actually had this for quite a while, and it does lather pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and get started here. As you can see, pretty good lather with the, and I just load it pretty heavily on the puck there. And this Trumper's Violet soap smells great. It smells like the cream stuff. So if you're like a guy like me that likes floral scented shaving products, this is definitely one you would like. I would have to say, if you are going to go for a Trumper's product, I would probably stick with the creams. Those seem to be pretty reliable. People don't tend to have too much trouble with them. I would, at this point, steer clear of the soap, because I know they did change their formulation, and since that time, people have had trouble with the lather ability of the soap. I don't know if this one is the new formulation or the old formulation. I got it about probably a year and a half to 2 years ago. I think it's the new formulation, but I'm not sure. It may have been one that was sitting around, and that may be why it works better than that Eucre soap did. So just going to add a little water to this, and then we'll go ahead and get shaving. Okay, so as you can see, pretty good lather with the Trumper's Violet soap, and so I don't know if any of you guys have any experience with the are big fans of Trumper's soap. Maybe you can let me know if there's something different about the violet versus the formula that's used in the Eucre soap, why that Eucre doesn't lather, but it formed a real foamy lather that just dissipated, and as you can see, this one is not doing that at all. So on my first pass, the S1 is really comfortable. It's comfortable and a very efficient razor. It feels every bit as comfortable and as efficient as my R1. So on the first pass, really quite good. I have a Rapira stainless steel blade in here. This is the one in the pink and the blue packaging. And these work pretty good for me. They're kind of a middle of the road blade. They're nothing special. They're not spectacular, but they're not bad. They work pretty well for me. So I'll go ahead and do our across the grain. So one thing about this razor, right out of the box, it's very easy to find your angle. There's no fiddling around. You find your angle really quite easily, and it just really goes mows the whiskers down nicely. very comfortable. You know, I don't ever feel like I'm going to cut myself with this. I'm sure I can if I, you know, don't pay attention to what I'm doing or whatever, but you don't feel like you're in any danger of cutting yourself. It's nice and comfortable and smooth, and what I found is that when I'm done, I always have a really nice shave, and if I apply alum, I don't have a lot of burning areas or anything like that, and it doesn't require, you know, to get a nice shave, I can pretty much do it in 3 passes. Typically, I don't have to do like 4 passes or a bunch of touch-ups. I just do 3 passes, and that's it. I don't mess around with doing any touch-ups, and I've been real happy and gotten real nice shaves with it. And that's pretty much the case with the R1 and the M2 for me as well. 3 passes and pretty much done. So there you go. Trumpers, Violet. This one's pretty good. I don't know. I'm not a huge Trumper soap fan. I wouldn't go out and buy probably any more of it. But got a near full puck of this, and that'll probably last me for quite a while. So for me, you know, I can't see spending $30 on a, you know, on a soap like the Trumpers, and it being, you know, having the possibility of it not working for you and having to be converted to a bath soap or something like that. There's so many other good soaps out there that taking a chance and blowing 28, 30 bucks on a puck of this Trumper soap, to me, just is not worth the risk. You know, I'd rather get like, you know, some Mitchell's wool fat or something like that I know is going to work, that's consistent all the time, and I don't have to worry about it. So, anyways, that's the shave. I'm just going to wash my face. Alright. So nice and smooth. Really very comfortable shave. Again, very impressed with the S1, or this is the S1, the S1 razor by Above the Tie. Great shaving razor. You know, is it worth the money to buy it? I'd say if you're going to get one razor from them, that would be one I would certainly consider. If you have an R1 or an M2 or whatever, even if you have an H1 and you love it, is this one going to be that much better than those? I don't know. You know, they all shave pretty close to the same to me. So, you know, if you like slant razors and you want to have this in your collection, and you're fascinated with them and you're collecting them and stuff, it's one worth having. If you have other ones that you like, and you know, you're just looking for, you know, something that's immensely better than the others, it's not that. They're all pretty equivalent. They shave equally well. I like this one. It's fun to use. I'm happy I got it, and so there's my thoughts on it. So just to finish this off, I'm going to go ahead and apply a little Floyd Vigoroso, kind of down to the last few uses with this stuff. This has been an aftershave that I really enjoy. Love the menthol in the Vigoroso. For me, that's a win. The scent, little floral, which I really like. Some people may not dig the scent of this, but I like it quite a bit, and it feels great on the face. And love the menthol kick. So, all right. So that's it, guys. Have a great weekend, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.